Are you protecting your brand? What about your reputation online? Plus, important considerations for your employee handbook. And are you prepared in general if your business gets sued? Today on Expert Connections, we're previewing a program, an important series on legal strategies for women leaders. Welcome to Expert Connections. I'm Julie Holton. Joining me today for our Legal Connections segment is Mindi Johnson, a shareholder at Foster Swift. Mindi, thanks for being here.
Well, thanks for having me.
You played a key role in developing this program at your firm, Legal Strategies for Women Leaders. What are your goals with this program?
So I serve as one of the co-leaders of our business tax group. And over the last couple of years, our group in particular has realized that the business community has a need for practical legal advice with a whole host of different options and resources available to entrepreneurs and business owners on the legal side of things. So we wanted to promote this type of educational and resource-focused event to provide the tools to business leaders to address any legal questions that may come across their desk. And then also give them tips and tricks to try to evaluate their options so they can promote their business efforts and really find success in their endeavors.
You know, it really speaks to me, this focus on women business owners and leaders and executives. Why the differentiation? Why focus on women in this segment?
Well, historically, women in business have been underrepresented. And it's really been a focus at our firm to help develop women leaders. And so we've started from the ground up working with our associates to train them to become leaders of their own practice. And so we felt those skills translated really well into the broader business community, thought there might be a need there as well. So we wanted to promote women business leaders and enable them to take advantage of some of the tools that we've developed in the legal sphere. So we've developed these webinars as a way to both teach, help provide resources to business leaders on pressing legal trends, and give them other options to be more proactive when addressing legal issues.
So your first session this year is going to really hit home for a lot of our viewers here on Expert Connections, because we have an entire segment, not just on legal connections, but also marketing connections. And your first session is going to be the importance of protecting your brand. Why is this topic so important, and why right now for women in business?
This topic is going to really focus on intellectual property and some of those intangible assets that you can't put a strict value on, but are so important to running your business. On Wednesday, April 26th at 9 a.m., attorney Emily Wisniewski is going to be presenting on the importance of protecting your brand by focusing on intellectual property, trademarks, copyrights, service marks, how you can utilize them to promote your business and also protect your business by obtaining those types of marks and copyrights so that you can be a leader in your field and perhaps staunch some of the competition that may come down the road.
I'm sure a lot of our viewers will come to that session specifically with questions on AI even. So that's going to be a really good one. So many things changing in the world of copyrights and trademarks, or at least I would assume that, but I'm sure that she will fill us in. What else can our viewers expect from this year's sessions?
In the next few months, we have 3 other sessions that we will present. One will deal with similar issues on internet reputation and protecting your brand and your business from potential attacks through reviews and nasty comments online. We'll have another session on employee handbook considerations and other pressing employee issues that I think is very timely in the event of staffing shortages and some of the employment challenges that we've all seen. And then a final session will focus on a litigation component. So primarily, what do you do if you get sued? How do you best protect your business in the face of pressing litigation?
And of course, something that business owners hope they never have to find out, but hoping does not help us to prepare or to know what to do should that happen. Mindi, these are great topics. Tell me, what is the value that consulting with an attorney really brings to women business leaders?
Well, it gives the opportunity to see what the trends are in the legal industry. What is the pressing legal issue that a lot of business owners are facing? And when you have the opportunity to work with an attorney, particularly one in mid to large size law firm that really is a full service firm that provides a broad spectrum of legal issues, you have valuable insight on what those trends are and what other clients are doing to respond to them. So it provides that background legal education and expertise, as well as resources to get your questions answered. So you can develop a more proactive strategy instead of reacting to any legal challenges that come across your desk.
I think it's important too to point out there are a lot of low cost, do it yourself options online. Obviously the show's on YouTube. We have a lot of people who are expert Googlers and experts at looking up YouTube videos. This series is not intended to be a replacement for legal guidance. Why is it that it's not a good idea for business owners in particular to try these DIY options when it comes to their legal guidance?
The short answer is because they might not be the right fit for your business. So there are protections in place to prevent people from practicing law when they're not licensed. And the reason those are in place is because we have a lot of people who don't appreciate the diligence it takes to stay up to date on what the current legal trends are, what the current case law says, what the best strategies and options are. And even if they do, one size doesn't fit all. So every business owner has developed his or her business according to a variety of background facts and really prioritizes different things with the business too. And so if you try to adopt an approach that has been taken by someone else, it might not be a good fit, and it could also lead to a lot of trouble. Sometimes we talk about contracts and how one word that could be changed in a contract could dramatically affect the outcome. And if you're not attuned to what some of those key issues and words may be, it could lead to litigation. It could lead to loss of finances, loss of employees, and could be a real problem for business owners down the road.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why we talk so much about having your business kind of care team, so to speak, your own board of directors, if you will, even if you're a solo entrepreneur where you have your attorney, your CPA, the experts who are experts in each of their fields, instead of you trying to go at it alone. So this is your second year of this series. Where can we find last year's sessions if we want to look back at the topics covered?
We did have 4 really great sessions last year in 2022, and those can be found saved on the Foster Swift website. So it's under fosterswift.com, and I believe there's a tab that talks about legal basic videos. And so there you'll be able to see the videos that we presented on women-owned business certification, non-qualified deferred compensation arrangements for the C-suite and business leaders, estate planning and succession planning for business leaders, and how your personal divorce may affect your business.
All great topics. I watched last year's episodes. Your firm, Foster Swift, has a lot of valuable information at that link, including the ones you mentioned. You have a business starter series, information on crowdfunding, employee benefits, and more. I encourage our audience to check it out. I'll link to it below, fosterswift.com. Mindi, thanks so much for being on the show today.
My pleasure. Thank you, Julie.
Foster Swift's Legal Strategies for Women Leaders. The webinar kicks off April 26th. The full list of dates and video replays are available online. Again, we'll link to it below for you, and be sure to click to subscribe. Get all the latest legal news from our Legal Connections playlist. I'm Julie Holton. That's it for now on Expert Connections.